In Britain, pioneering spirit and tradition go hand in hand. Like so many before me, I have spent my life searching for the last great lines that our diverse rock landscape has to offer. The climbing here has come to define who I am. It still excites me now, just as it did when I was a young boy of 12. And the older I get, the stronger that connection becomes. I remember receiving my first pair of climbing shoes from La Sportiva at the age of 18 and being completely overwhelmed with excitement. Not that this was the objective, or that I was kidding myself that I was joining the big hitters on their global team, but it felt like a first step. I've put up new routes all over the world, in countries ranging from Brazil to Mongolia, Cuba, Vietnam, Kalymnos and China. But it's the routes that I've put up in the UK that mean the most to me. One of the climbing styles I love the most here is deep water soloing. It's just so amazing to be up on some steep limestone cliff, just hanging from your fingertips above the crashing Atlantic. And we do have surprisingly good sport climbing here. Crags like Malham Cove are world class. Climbing has changed virtually beyond all recognition since I started. Climbing walls were dark, dusty, sweaty dungeons. We could never have imagined the scenes that we witness today. I used to dread getting older as a climber. I thought my performance would really suffer, but the truth is that I'm improving by the day, and as I approach my 50s, I'm loving every minute of it. The cliche is that you maintain endurance and lose strength, but I did my personal best on a campus board when I was 45, so I think you can get stronger too. I've taken a break from trad for the last decade and focused on other styles, like sport, ice and deep water soloing. But trad's always been close to my heart, and I guess that's why I've settled in the Lake District. A day's climbing in the lakes is a real treat, from the minute you leave the car to the last dregs of that pint in the Dungeon Gill as the sun slips away. With every step of the walk-in, the scenery opens up around you, giving you the time and the space to really get your head in gear. One line I've been trying recently is a direct finish to Glenn Sutcliffe's E7 test piece, Iron Man. There's a desperate fingery crux right at the top, and it's a classic spot for a big lob. As a young climber, I never dreamt that I could make a living from the sport. I guess the mistake I made was comparing myself to the top sport climbers and realising that I'd never make the pace. Yet sport climbing has always been my weakest discipline, and it all started to happen for me when I forgot about keeping up with the pack and moved back into trad. And this has to be my single biggest advice to young climbers. Don't obsess about sponsorship. Love your craft and work hard at it. And above all else, dare to be different and follow your own path.